Yeah, this is a wonderful evening to each and everyone who are watching this video. Today is the day not only for Tamil Nadu students, it is for Pan India. VIT Vellore, a pride of Tamil Nadu, founded by renowned academician Dr. G. Vishwanathan, has world-class infrastructure, attracts students from all over India and even around the world, creating a diverse and inclusive community. VIT Vellore is accredited by national and international bodies too. Particularly in NIRF ranking, it is in 8th position in the country, beating many Indian institutes of technology and national institutes of technology in the country, as its programs meet high standards of quality and excellence. The institution's commitment to maintaining these standards is reflected in its consistent ranking among the best universities in the world. Yeah, now it is the time to speak about a very, very important center in VIT, the Career Development Center, CDC. It is ecstatic and excellent in setting great career path for all students as it plays a vital role in preparing students for the placement process. The CDC offers extensive training programs that include maybe resume building from the root, resume building, mock interviews, group discussions, and even aptitude tests. As the result of extensive training, VIT's placements record is very impressive, as you all know, with multinational company recruiting its graduates. A wide range of prestigious companies participate in VIT Vellore's placement drives usually. It is not new to everyone to know this. This includes multinational corporations leading in Indian companies and innovative startups. Some of the top companies recruits our VIT Vellore students includes Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Intel, Qualcomm, Bank of America, JP Morgan, PayPal, DE Texas Instruments, etc. Many companies are recruiting VIT students. In 2024, the placement season of VIT is mind-blowing with the highest salary of 88 lakhs per annum, and average salary stands tall with 9.92 lakhs per annum, with 3,284 super dream offers and 2,991 dream offers. A total of 754 companies visited the campus. Yes, with this great note, today we are with the person who works behind this tremendous achievements of VIT. It is none other than our Director of Career Development Center, Dr. V. Samuel Rajkumar. About him, he has more than 25 years of experience in campus placements alone, facilitated more than 75,000 student placements for the past 25 plus years. And also he facilitated VIT to get into Limca Book of Records for 13 times for highest number of campus placements, formed placement consortium in Vellore and Pondicherry, and helped the rural college students in finding great placements. He has visited more than 20 countries for organizing international internships and placements, and have organized alumni job fairs in India, US, UK, Singapore, Dubai, etc. If you want to know about his awards and recognition, he is the first placement officer to get the Best Placement Officer award by Aspiring Minds in the year of 2014 itself, recognized by the Academic Council of Pondicherry University and by VIT University for the outstanding placement performance, as he knows the industry very well, as he knows how the future industry is progressing. It is not so great thing that he is performing a great thing, a notable alumni award from SRM University on 4th January 2020 for excellence in placements. To know about his educational qualification, he is an engineering graduate, particularly computer science and engineering graduate from University of Madras, and even he did his MBA and Masters in Human Resources Management from Pondicherry University. He is not only a master's, and he is a PhD, doctorate in management studies, particularly in employer and institutional branding and campus placements in Pondicherry University. And also he had guided 2 PhD candidates in management, currently guiding 1 research scholar in management. He has published 70 journal papers, 6 conference papers, and 2 magazine papers, out of which 13 papers pertain to campus placements. What a great personality today we have in front of you, my dear students and my dear parents. This is the great day for each and everyone to know about how VIT is performing a great in this wonderful scenario. With this great note, I wholeheartedly welcome our Career Development Center Director, Dr. Samuel Rajkumar, for this wonderful interview to share his view about present and future placements. Sir, welcome to the session, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ashwin. This is a great opportunity to meet you as well as the aspiring students who would like to join VIT or any other institution. In that case, actually, would like to talk about the current scenario and future prospects of placements or job opportunities for the students. Thanks for the opportunity.
Very good, sir. Thank you very much. It is our pleasure to meeting you in online. And students have some questions to ask with you, because we have gathered some questions from students and also from parents. Even from my side also, I have some questions, sir. So we would like to ask some of the questions which would be highly useful for our students community and even parents community. So one by one, I would like to ask the questions to you, sir. Shall I proceed?
Yeah, please go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. So, as we always know that VIT always stands tall in placements, could you please share the current year placement statistics at VIT, including top salary offered to BTech students this year, and even you can please share the some of the major recruiters too.
Yeah, sure. If you could share the couple of slides which I have shared with you, I'll be able to talk about the current placement statistics.
Sure, sir. Now I'll share. Now I'll share, sir. Yes, sir. You can find the slide here, sir.
Can you go to the next slide, please?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, so this is the current placement statistics. When we say placements of VIT Vellore, we follow a common placement program for all the 4 campuses of VIT: Vellore, Chennai, Amaravati, and Bhopal. The numbers that has been projected here on the slide pertains to all the 4 campuses of VIT. So we have a centralized placement process. So this year is considered to be a year of downturn, in the sense there is a, as you all know, that there's an ongoing recession in the job market. Despite that, we were able to attract about 754 companies on campus. This is again for all the 4 campuses of VIT. This is the highest number of companies that have visited any institution this year. And usually for the last couple of years, we were able to get about 900 plus companies recruiting from VIT. So this year the placements are still going on, but that impact is still there. On the recession impact is still there. But we were able to get about 754 companies. We could get about 7,800 students getting placed at least in one job offer, which means about 90% of the students who have enrolled with placements, enrolled for placements, have already got a placement. If you could see, there are about we have different categories of companies based on the primary factor is based on the CTC offered. CTC is the annual salary that the companies offered to the students. So companies that offer more than 20 lakhs per annum are known as the marquee offers or marquee companies. We had about 539 students taking a 20 lakhs and above packages. We also have a category called Super Dream Offer. So any company that offers more than 10 lakhs per annum is termed as a Super Dream company. We had about 3,284 students getting those offers. So any company that offers between 6 to 10 lakhs is termed as a dream offer. We have about 2,991 students. And regular offers are those companies, the services companies like TCS, Cognizant, and others, which offer between 4 to 6 lakhs. We have 1,500 students getting those offers. Out of the 754 companies, there are 339 companies which fall under the Super Dream companies category, which offered more than 10 lakhs per annum. So our last year CTC, the 2023 graduating batch, we could get about 1 crore. 2 of our students got 1 crore CTC. This year, the ISCTC, again, backed by 2 of the BTech students, is 88 lakhs per annum. So our average CTC, this is across all the courses and branches. it's about 10 lakhs per annum. So if you take only the BTechs, it will be on slightly on the higher side. So though the impact is there, we are able to attract so many number of companies. That's because of the trust and the education, the quality of education that we provide, the training we provide to the students, which attracts these companies on campus, and which includes all the multinational companies, the core engineering companies, and the startups that come and recruit from VIT. If you could see the next slide, I've just highlighted some of the companies. Can you just go to the next slide, please?
Yes, yes.
So these are some of the top recruiters who have recruited from VIT. So these are all regular companies that come and recruit from VIT. If there is a recession, their numbers may go down, but they do not. They come to VIT for placements. Only the numbers may differ based on the job market. So this is about the current stats of the VIT placements. When I say VIT Vellore, again, I just wanted to re-emphasize that it pertains to all the four campuses of VIT.
Okay. Okay. Fine, sir. So these are all the some of the good companies which is visiting VIT Vellore every year. Please tell me, like, what exactly the top recruiting organizations, like top salary providers, are looking from a student nowadays, sir? What they really need?
See, one is some people may say that the academic scores are not relevant. Only the skills that matter. So, from my
Hmm.
perspective, actually, the students have to maintain a good CGPA. So, for those students who are going to, my sincere advice to those students who are going to join any of the universities is you'll have to have a good CGPA if you want to get into this top company. So, say for example, a company like a Microsoft may hire about 10 or 15 students. So their eligibility criteria depends on the CGPA. So they may not be able to test everyone or allow everyone for the selection process. So CGPA becomes a primary factor when you want to attend even the selection process of a company. So how do you build your CGPA? You can build your CGPA only from the first year onwards. So there are students who say that anyways I'm going to attend the recruitment process in the final year. I will build my CGPA, which you cannot build actually. So your CGPA building starts from the first year onwards, and it will definitely impact your placements when you go for the recruitment process. The second thing is actually keeping abreast of the latest developments, whatever branch you choose. It is you have to be very strong in your fundamentals. The subjects that you learn in your first year and second year will definitely help you when you go for the recruitment process or the interview process. So be strong in your fundamentals. Please do not ignore those subjects that you learn in your first year and second year, which will become part of your recruitment or the interview process when you start attending the interviews. The third one is on the. I will talk a little more about the certification. So you'll have to do your certification. At least one industry evaluator certification should be there on your resume when you go for the recruitment process. Other one is the more importance given for the internships that you do before you go for the final year placements. So whether it is an online internship or an offline internship, at least have some couple of internships. Go and work in a startup and gain experience. Even if they do not pay a stipend, it's fine. Go and do an internship. So all this, the CGPA, your internship, your certification, and the fundamental concept that you learn, and the advanced concept that come into the market, all this will have impact. Will impact your recruitment process when you start attending the interviews in your final year.
Okay. So, as you told, internship and everything, the students must get ready. However, the recession, now the time for recession. What are the measures taken by VIT to mitigate the recession? You already told that we are bringing as many companies as possible to mitigate the recession, like already you told. In the students' part, because however, whatever the company comes, how students must get ready. Please share some views about it, sir.
So I will take VIT as a case in the sense, see, if you go to any other educational institution, most of them start preparing the students in their final year or just before the placement process.
Third
But
year.
here, yeah, third year, they once they register them for placement, then they start training. But in VIT, from day one, actually, our training for the placement starts. In the sense, actually, we have this soft skills which are essential for any company when they go for recruitments. It is embedded into the curriculum itself. So in the first year and second year, we have soft skills courses which are part of the curriculum. So we start training the students right from the first year onwards. First year and second year, they undergo this aptitude, logical reasoning, analytical thinking. This kind of training is done in first year and second year. Third year, regardless of the branch, whether you are from CSE or a non-CSE branch, we teach them competitive coding in their fifth and sixth semester. So when they go and start attending the recruitment process, so they are more comfortable. So whether you are attending a core engineering company or a IT or a product or a consulting or analytics company, so the coding becomes a part of the recruitment process. Even if you go for a services company, these companies also have started giving more importance for the programming or coding knowledge. So we train them. So even and all the students of VIT will know at least two languages, two programming languages. Even a non-CS students, as part of the curriculum, they learn Python and Java in their curriculum. So this gives them multiple opportunities when they go for the recruitment process.
Okay, good, sir. As you told about soft skill, which you start from first year, what is the importance of this problem-solving ability skill you teach from first year, as you told? Because yeah, I personally feel that I have noted that from the first year as a one credit course, problem-solving ability skills is being taught at VIT Vellore. What is the
Yes.
relation between this aptitude skill and getting recruitment in the great company? What is the relation between that, sir? Aptitude skills and recruitment and getting placed.
Yes, sir. So, except for very few companies, most of the companies still have their aptitude in their
Logic
recruitment
reasoning.
process, in their selection process. So, unless otherwise, you may be very good in your technical skills. If you are attending a core engineering company like Maruti Suzuki or Toyota or whatever company it comes, unless otherwise you clear your aptitude test, you may not be able to even go for your technical round of test and the interviews. So aptitude is still part of the recruitment process, and some of the companies have even brought the psychometric assessments into the selection process. So if you take about about 10 years back, so this was a component which was given more importance. Now, what the companies do is actually they bring the psychometric component into the aptitude test itself. So either there
Okay.
are questions that give weightage for psychometric part in the aptitude, or they have a separate section on psychometric. Even if you clear your aptitude and your programming or technical round, unless otherwise you score well in your psychometric, it becomes difficult for you to clear the test process. Even for psychometric, actually, we give them training in this training. In the sense, actually, they are allowed to take the psychometric assessments right from first year to final year before they go for the placement process. Based on the psychometric assessments, what we do is we group them based on their learnability quotient. There is a component called learnability quotient. We group them for the training as well. So a good student, he may be a good CGPA student, but a slow learner. So we group them. The slow learners are grouped together, and high learners are grouped together. And good, the trainers are allotted based on the psychometric assessment.
Capability.
So
Okay.
aptitude, yeah, aptitude is still part of all the recruitment process, and it is important when you start attending the recruitment process.
Oh, wonderful. So, as you told that we group the students into category, then we will provide the trainers very accordingly.
Right.
Please share your view on how does VIT train the students for campus placement? Because getting these many offers and these many extraordinary offers is will not happen in a day or night or within an year. How it starts from first year and how will end up with maybe seventh semester? How it will end up? So, what is the training process in VIT right from the first year to seventh semester or eighth semester, sir?
So as I told you, actually, see, we have this soft skills training embedded with the curriculum in the first, second, and third year, and this
Okay,
training is done by professional trainers. So we have training companies who come and train our students. So it is not done by our internal faculty. It is done
okay,
by external trainers. So who are professionally trained to coach the students. So they do this. They are like a adjunct faculty at VIT. So they have a regular timetable. They go to the classes in the first year, second year, and third year. We do the training on the soft skill, And in the we also have some platforms where the students can self-learn. So in case they want to practice coding, so we have engaged with a vendor or a platform which will enable them to do the practice their coding or programming skills on the platform. So we have engaged with another training partner for psychometric assessments. So yeah, they can go and practice the aptitude and psychometric related questions so that it doesn't become a surprise when they go for a recruitment process. So as
Mm.
at VIT, we create an environment for the student. So we give them a lot of resources so that they become relevant when they go for placements. And at the when they start attending the interviews before the final year, when they are in the third year, we also do training on mock interviews, group discussion, and resume building. So we invite the recruitment managers themselves and ask them to do a session for them. So apart from the technical workshops they attend, so we have a one-on-one training for mock interview and group discussion. We also have engaged with an AI tool, which where the student can give a mock interview through the AI tool, and the tool itself will give you what is the body language, the whether the answer is correct or not, and it gives the correct answer, and where the student can go and search for the answers. So it gives. So we are engaging with a lot of external partners, training partners, so that the students are equipped before they go for the recruitment process.
Okay. As you noted that psychometric assessments, it would be done in the during the first year itself, sir, or when the students will be assessed from the
No,
first
we
year
do
itself.
it right from first year. We do it actually. So the when we say the soft skills training, no, so the soft skills training grouping is based on the psychometric scores they get. So first
Okay. In
year they will be
psychometric
assessed.
test, what and all the things will be there, like coding, aptitude, their mentality, everything will be there,
Coding, coding,
even considering
coding.
marks.
No, coding will not be there. So you will have aptitude, you will have logical reasoning, and the analytical thinking, the teamwork, leadership. All these skills are measured, and it gives a component score on the learnability quotient of the student. So everything is taken cumulatively and gives a learnability quotient score, and
Okay.
from through which actually we group the students, and it's right
Okay.
from the first year onwards. So a student his learnability quotient may increase in second year. He goes from a slow learner group to a high learner group. So
Very
every
good.
year before the training is done, we do this assessment for them.
Oh, very good. Accordingly, the trainer will be allotted to
Yeah, trainer will be changed
take
also.
care.
So we
Wonderful.
also have an assessment for the trainer. So
Ah,
it's not like that anybody can come and train. So the trainer has to take an assessment. He or she has to give a demo, and we grade them as A and B. So the A trainer goes to a slow learning group, and a B trainer goes for a high learning group, because it's only facilitation they will do on the class.
okay, good, sir. So, like, when how VIT is handling the mass strength who are sitting for placements, because it is a great strength you have, placement registration, passing communication. It is a bit difficult, how really ecstatically you are managing everything in the right path. How it is possible by handling such a mass crowd, sir? How you
The
are
credit
managing that?
Yeah, the credit goes to the system that has been developed by VIT. One thing, and another thing is actually we are a very, very small team. So the entire placement process is coordinated. If you by 10 people who sit in Vellore. If you 10 people managing 10,000 students and 4 campuses itself is a big thing, and it can be done only in VIT because of the system that VIT management has developed here. And see, when we say it's a centralized process, the all the other 4 campuses also are connected. All the other 3 campuses also are connected for the placements. The entire logistics is taken care by this 10 people who sit in Vellore, and they manage the entire process. Everybody started following a digital process only after COVID, but before 10 years itself, we have started following a digital process. So we have a placement portal. Again, it is developed by an external trainer, external vendor. At the end, the student, what they do is actually they go into the portal, they upload all their details, and the resume, the academic scores. The portal itself generates the resume, and whenever we get a job request from the company, we put that on the portal. we within the student applies. So we don't force any student to apply for any company. If the student is interested, he or she applies, and we get the data, and it is communicated to the company within no time, because the portal itself gives us all the easy. And all our communication, we don't have any notice board, physical notice board. All our communication, again, we have another external app which will communicate or WhatsApp the details to everyone. And in case if a student has a query, you talk about 10,000 students, actually we cannot answer them on phone. So we have an app for that actually. So the student asks a query, and one of the placement coordinator answers the query on the app itself. So the entire communication is digitalized. The entire placement process is digitalized. So our peak season is between July and December. Every other day, there will be about 10 companies doing the recruitment process parallelly, and thousands of students attend the process without any hassle. We are able to manage. That's because of the system developed by VIT and the people who diligently work. The entire credit goes to my team who works for it. Actually.
Yes, really, it is a great thing. I even think how these people are managing 15,000, 10,000 students in an attempt like that. Usually, I think, okay, sir, good. So, if a person wants to, a small concern they have, like a company is asking for 70% marks in UG or 12th standard or 10th standard. He or she has only 69.9. How they can request you, whether they can request you, or how you will come to know that they are requesting, or you have to request to the company, how this small tiny process will happen in VIT? Is there any?
Yeah, so usually the students can raise a query in case not only on the eligibility criteria, in case if their branch itself is left out. So what we do is actually we send a registration form to the company, ask them for the eligibility criteria and the branches they want to recruit from. So, say for example, if BTech CSE is included and BTech CSE if data science is not included, then the student raises a query asking actually our branch is not there. Then we check with the recruitment manager, and if it is by mistake he has left, actually then it gets included and it is getting added into the portal. Regarding the eligibility criteria, so usually this eligibility criteria is fixed by the recruitment manager, and it is followed thoroughly across all the campuses. Usually there is no waiver of 0.1% or 0.2%. Actually, the relaxation is not given, because whatever eligibility criteria they give, it is followed across all the campuses. So
Okay.
that we orient the students during our, see, we have an orientation program before we start with the placement process. So we tell the students actually, this is the industry norm and you'll have to follow it. And again, actually, see, they made, VIT is not a regional college where if they miss out on one opportunity, their entire career is gone. We have 900 companies to come and recruit them. So we tell them. So usually the companies, whatever eligibility criteria they have given, they follow it across all the campuses. We don't have much say on that.
Okay. Okay, sir. There is a doubt for students because they are commenting, sir. If a student is studying in Bhopal, if a student is studying in Andhra Pradesh, whether they will be asked to come to VIT Vellore if the placement is happening in Vellore. This is the question they are arising. What is that, sir?
Right. Yeah, it is a good question actually. So before COVID, the Chennai campus students were coming to Vellore. During COVID, everything went virtual, and the all the students, including Vellore students, were attending the recruitment process virtually. So once the COVID is over, what we have established in the last couple of years, the students will attend the recruitment process. The students from Chennai, Amravati and Bhopal, they will attend the recruitment process in their campus only, and they are connected virtually with the Vellore. So companies that come and recruit, in case, so, even now, most of the companies, they are doing the process virtually only, because the work from home option has not gone yet. But there are companies that want to come and do the recruitments physically. So what we tell them is they will come and do the physical process at Vellore, and these three campuses are connected virtually. The sense actually they will, a student from a Chennai or Amaravati or Bhopal will take the test in their labs in their campus, and they will have their interviews virtually, but they will be doing the interviews from the placement offices of these campuses. So
Okay.
physically it will happen in Vellore. All other campuses are connected virtually. When I projected the stats, actually it pertains to everyone, and this is also can be verified with the students. Instead of me saying and trying to convince, this is verifiable with those students who are now studying in Amravati, Bhopal or Chennai. what is the placement scenario, what is the process that we have been following in for the last couple of years.
Okay. 734 companies visited this year. All these companies are doing the same type of virtual type of interview, sir, for Bhopal and Andhra Pradesh. Where shall we
Yeah,
take it
yeah.
like?
So all the companies have included them virtually, and all the companies have recruited from these campuses as well.
Okay, good. So, next question, sir. You are having very good placements. How VIT enhances the syllabus according to the industry need? Whether is it frequently done? Maybe if any changes had done in recent days, please list it out, sir. Because without enhancing the syllabus, it is very much difficult to be with future. So, please tell me how VIT is doing that.
Yeah, so ours is a private university, and we have the liberty of changing the syllabus as and when we require based on the industry needs. So we have a very good feedback mechanism where we get feedback from all our stakeholders, including the industry and alumni. So, in case if there is a change required, actually the dean proposes the changes in the curriculum. So we based on the feedback we get from the industry, and we change the syllabus. And usually it is done once in twice, once in 2 years, or if it is required, we can change it every year also. So based on the industry demand, we change the syllabus. And off late, what we are trying to do is actually so the certifications like AWS and Salesforce, we are integrating that into syllabus itself. It is going to be offered as a credit course to them. So everyone becomes a industry certified student once they come out of the process. Instead of making it as voluntary, we are making it as mandatory for VIT students. So all of them will go through the certification as well. And we take the industry feedback very diligently, and the curriculum revision happens as and when it is required.
Okay. So you are telling VIT is not balancing academics and skill, it is inculcated in the syllabus itself.
Yes,
Am I
yes,
correct?
very
Then
much. Very
students will
much.
be, they must do that. That is what.
Yes,
Okay.
very much,
You
very much.
spoke
Yes.
about industry certifications enhances the placements like that. So what are all the main industrial certifications that a student must undergo in VIT? You can even share about branch-wise certifications, including maybe ECE, EEE, MEC and all, sir. Please
Yeah.
speak about industry certification little bit elaborately so that students can understand what does it mean by industry certification, what is AWS, what is Salesforce, that and all they may understand easily, sir. So as a placement center head, so please speak about that, sir.
Can you just project the next slide actually there, which talks about the certification?
Yes, sir. Yes, I will share now, sir. This is what. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So these are some of the certification that we give to the students to do, and it is a voluntary based on the interest of the student. The student does this certification. See, these are all industry evaluated certification. These certifications before the COVID is done by an employee after joining a company for the promotion or upgrading of his designation. It is done by the employees with 2 or 3 years of experience after joining a company. So
Okay.
during COVID, what happened? See, we have a credit course for industrial internship, where the student needs to complete his internship before he graduates. But during
Okay.
COVID, there are companies that were not ready to give. Companies were not ready to give any physical internships. So what we did was actually we gave the students an option of doing an internship or an industry evaluated certification. So we tied up with many of the companies like AWS, Google, and IBM. We were able to get some discount vouchers for the students, and we gave them an option of about 20-25 certifications where the student chooses and start taking the certification. So if you could see, this is the current year batch. There are about 27,640 certification, means actually this 8,000 or 9,000 students who are there in all the 4 campuses would have taken more than one certification. So it is voluntary, but we insist a student to take at least one certification before they come for the recruitment process.
Okay.
For computer science related students, we have multiple options like Oracle, AWS, Google, IBM, EC Council for Ethical Hacking, those kind of certification. For mechanical engineering, we have MOUs with L&T, L&T EduTech actually, which offers certifications on safety and health, manufacturing, and other related areas. And then we have Autodesk, which offers certification for mechanical and civil students. We have Pharma Genie for the life sciences students. We have Maven Silicon, which certifies the EC and EEE students on VLSA and embedded domains. So we have given a lot of options to the students, and the student can choose any of his certification based on his interest. And this is valued very well actually when they go for the recruitment process, because see, all the certification are done on a self-learning mode. When the companies, when they hire somebody, so once you join the company, it is no more a classroom teaching that they will have. They will have the task given with their timelines, and the student has to do a self-learning mode of work to complete the task. And here is a person who has done a certification on his own based on his interest, doing a self-learning mode way of learning. So this gives a lot of value when the student goes for the recruitment process. And if you take any of the VIT student, they will have at least one industry certification before they come for the recruitment process.
Okay, fine, sir. Good. So next question, I could find many internships offers with VIT. I could find that. Students are allowed to do the internship right from their first year or from second year, sir. Why
See,
internship is very much important for any engineering student? It is not only for VIT, I am asking you, because students must know the importance of doing internship. So from which year the students of VIT will be asked to go for internship, sir?
so at VIT, we have two types of internship. One internship is done in the final year, which becomes part of their placement. So most of companies that come and recruit from VIT, they mandate a 6 months internship in their final semester. So this is anyways they have to do as part of the placement, as well as the academic requirements also warrants them to do this actually. We also have right from first year onwards, we have a 2 months window in the summers. May and June they are free. So we allow them to do so it is also a accredited internship. So we ask them to do at least one physical internship before they come for the placement. So they can do more than one internship, because between first year and second year they will have a 2 months break. Second year and third year they will have another 2 months break. And so the students will either go to startups or go to regular companies and do a physical internship. So the internships are given much more value during the recruitment process, because they get practical exposure. Whatever theory they have learned, they are able to apply them in the companies. They start working with the companies, and they are able to get hands-on experience, which is valid very well during the recruitment process. And there are also some companies that give them students internship in their pre-final year itself during the summer, and they convert them after the internship before they start the start of the placement season. Even Microsoft was doing it, Amazon was doing it. So they gave them a pre-placement offer even before the placement season starts, based on their 2.5 months they spend on the internship during the summers.
Okay. So, you spoke about competitive coding. You practice competitive coding in the third year as studies starting. So, how VIT students are practicing on competitive coding platforms? What are the important competitive coding platforms really a student, an engineering aspirant should do, like code forces and all? Please explain it, sir. Anything like?
So usually the students at VIT, they practice their coding in Hacker. So there is a platform called HackerRank. Hacker Earth is there. Then we
Yes.
have Lead Code. So these are
Hmm.
the top three coding platforms where the VIT students practice their codes before they come for the recruitment process. So when we start talking about this competitive coding, so if you could take most of the questions that are there in the platforms are the ones actually which come during the recruitment process. These platforms also allow them to get into a leaderboard, so they can compete with the students of the other college on the programming and coding, and they get into the leaderboards. And this leaderboard scores, they can incorporate that into the resume, which is given a lot of value during the recruitment process. So most of the students actually they do this coding practice in these platforms. We have engaged a platform where it replicates what is there in these platforms, and we make them attend this module practice in the platform, and they have to complete. There are four modules starting from the preliminary stage to the advanced stage in the competitive coding. We have engaged a platform again, So
Okay.
unless otherwise they complete all the modules, 4 modules in their pre-final year, we will not allow them to register for placements. So the student, whether he likes or not, actually we make them interested into programming, whether it's a CS or a non-CS student. Because even for a non-CS student, he has got multiple opportunities. He can get into a consulting company, he can get into a product company. At VIT, for the core engineering branches, we give them another option. Even if you get into an IT product or a consulting or an analytics company, if there is a core engineering company comes after that, we allow them to sit for the placements. So we ensure that the students' interests are protected by giving them multiple opportunities.
Okay, good, sir. There is a question from student. Sir, I am taking computer science with data science, sir. Whether all the companies coming for computer science will allow computer science with data science, or some companies will reject our offer, like that the students are asking. There are
So as
11
of
branches in computer science in VIT this year in Vellore itself. Then how the companies are allowing the students? It is like they differ in the eligibility criteria, or maximum all the companies will allow all computer science centric.
The last 2 years, actually, all the companies that have come for core computer science placements, they have allowed all the specialization students also. So it is the specialization. You will have about 2 or 3 electives that may differ from the core computer science. That's the only thing, and it is your skill. So the test is common for core computer science student as well as for your data science and IoT or blockchain.
AI, cyber.
Same for everyone. See, the only thing is actually if you are able to do the test well and do the interviews well, actually you are selected. After that, actually you go all the companies that come, they will test you only on your skills, and they allow all the students from the CSC specialization branches as well.
Okay. So the students who are studying artificial intelligence and data science may not look for the company only for artificial intelligence and data science related field.
Yeah. So again, we give the choice to the student. So we publish what are the companies that are visiting VIT regularly. That's there on the website. If a
Okay.
student is interested, see, it is again actually it's a voluntary registration for even each company. If he wants to wait for an AI and ML company or a data science company based on the profiles that they have offered earlier, they can still wait and attend the process. Actually. So there will be a set of companies that will recruit data science students. But the all the product companies will allow all the specialization students.
Okay. Good, sir. Um, Generally, nowadays students are preferring IT centric, that means computer centric programs than core branches, sir. Nowadays, what is the future of core engineering jobs, and what are the measures taken by VIT to enhance the core engineering placements?
Yes, sir. So, as you know, actually, the demand for the jobs in the market for core engineering jobs, actually, it's lesser when we compare to the IT or IT product companies that recruit from not only from VIT across all the campuses. So that may be one of the reasons. But in VIT, what we do is actually we ensure that even a core engineering student gets at least one offer before he gets into a core engineering offer. He can see most of these IT and related branches, consulting, analytics companies, they come and recruit between July and December. So
Okay.
we allow these core engineering branch students to take one offer, and these core engineering companies will start coming from January onwards, and we still allow them to go for the core engineering jobs. And
Okay.
if you ask for core engineering jobs now, it is no more shop floor jobs that are there. Everything has been automated. So, and they require engineers with programming skills. Even if a mechanical engineer has to know a Python or a Java to work in a mechanical company. So, if you see any core engineering company that comes, they want people with the coding knowledge. So for that, what we are doing is actually we have already got Python and Java in their curriculum itself for even a core engineering branch, and they also learn competitive coding in their third year. And we ask them to do projects. If a mechanical student wants to do a project, so he does a project using this programming language. It will be in mechanical domain only because he will have his domain as well as he uses the programming language to solve the issues which are related to the project, and it gives them an opportunity of these students to have both domain knowledge as well as the programming knowledge. And with regard to the core engineering companies that visit VIT, so VIT has been accredited by all the automotive companies in the country. So they all visit And VIT is one of the very few private institutions where the public sector companies come and recruit. Companies like ONGC, Indian Oil, Engineers India. So they all come and recruit from VIT. So this is an
Okay, okay.
exception. So they still have a lot of opportunities to come. The only thing is the number of recruitments that these companies do is far less when compared to a IIT company.
Very limited. Okay, okay, sir. Good. Um, like there are many students, sir. What mechanism do VIT follow to make all students a self-motivated, maybe tech-savvy and competitive person? What makes them that?
See, we have see apart from the academics, actually we have a lot of clubs and chapters. So
Okay,
for a computer science student, actually he has got a lot of chapters relating to coding. Actually, so there is a Code Chef club, there is a Google club in the campus. So based on the interest, they can go and enroll themselves, and these activities happen in the evenings. Similarly, for a mechanical engineering student, actually we have this SAE competitions that happen across the world. And VIT students fare well in this competition. They become the winners in most of the competitions. So there is a club which involves into this training of the students. So you have a lot of opportunities for across all the branches. If you are interested in VLSI, there is a club which will make you work on those kind of projects, and you can do it offline. Offline in the sense, actually after the class hours, you go and do
okay,
it. So the life at VIT begins after 5 p.m. That's what we always say. The students are involved in not only cultural activities, the club chapters. There are also technical clubs that help them in getting motivated. As you said, that's how do you motivate? Actually, so we give them an opportunity. We give them an avenue where they get motivated on them by themselves.
okay, good, sir. So, like, um, I have seen that you are visiting many countries to know how the future is going and how the futuristic industry is moving toward, and for that, how we should make VIT students to get ready for that. Am I correct, sir? So,
Yeah.
in this regard, recently you have visited Japan. You just returned from Japan, I know. Uh, uh, what is your experience during your Japan visit? Because many of our Indian national students are asked to learn the foreign languages, sir, particularly Japan and German. What is your experience during your Japan visit last week? How our students must get ready to ace the opportunities in Japan? What are the various fields in which Japan organizations are looking for? Generally, people are thinking IT companies are only recruiting the students, even it is from Japan or German. But please tell me how the world is moving, how the world is opened for IT and as well as core students, sir. Please share your views, sir.
Yeah, that's a good question, sir. I've been to Japan last week. So, in fact, I returned yesterday, and we were able to meet about close to 40 companies during our 10 days visit. So, myself and one of the assistant directors, we went there. And it
Okay.
was an eye opener for us also. So, we were also thinking that Japan may require only the IT engineers for their workforce. But what we could see is actually they have a lot of requirements for even civil, mechanical, and chemical engineers because of their aging population there. So they are
Okay.
unable to find people who can come and work there. And so they have a very high regard for the Indians based on our culture and the way our people have moved to Japan and worked there. So they have a very high regard and they are welcoming the Indians into Japan. So they have relaxed their visa regulations. And for example, one company needs about 600 engineers immediately to join them. See, the only constraint is on the language part, language and
Language part.
culture.
Correct.
Language. So previously they were saying actually you have to have the highest level of certification, which is N1. Now they have relaxed that certification to N3. Even if you have an N3 certification, they say we can train them. We can train them and employ them. So the minimum requirement is about N3, which talks more about communication Japanese. So
Mm.
at VIT, what we are doing is actually see each student is given an option of doing a foreign language. So we have again given a set of foreign languages where the students can choose like Spanish, German, French, Japanese, Chinese. So all these languages are given a choice to the students. But what we are thinking now is actually, so why can't we focus on Japan? So Japan is going to open up, and it's opening up in a big way. What we are planning to do is we want to train our at least the core engineering students to begin with on the Japanese language so that they become more employable. And there are top companies, automotive companies in Japan, as you know. You have Toyota, you have the Suzuki's there, and Honda's there, Yamaha's there. All of them are required, and they pay well, and they pay what we call super dream offers actually. And a student who goes and works there for 1 year can be employed across the globe because of the technology they have, and with the language, if they are able to manage this language skills, the 1 year or 2 years of work in Japan, they are going to learn the greatest technology there, and they will be able to get into any of the companies globally. So we are trying to make this mandatory training. We want to do this from the pre-final year batch next year, so that at least we'll have about 200 to 300 to begin with going into Japan. So that is what we are looking on.
Okay. So whether the foreign language is start inside the VIT campus or students
Yes.
have to go away from the campus?
No, no. So we already have a couple of Japanese trainers, Japanese faculty who train this one. So we want to either employ our full-time faculty, or we want to go with the external trainers who know Japanese, so that more number of students are getting trained in Japanese, and it becomes an employment opportunity. It creates employment opportunity for them.
Okay. What is the scope of integrated MTech? One student is continuously asking, sir, please ask for MTech, sir, please ask for integrated MTech, sir. Like that, student is continuously asking you, sir, please tell him because BTech is there, they have to write entrance examination and they have to go through the counseling process and they have to come. For MTech integrated, nothing like 5 year for 5 year course, nothing like counseling and all. If they come over there as an MTech student, what and all the opportunities they have, whether they will be having good opportunity of like how BTech students have?
Yeah, so VIT has MTech software engineering, MTech computer science, and MTech data science. We have 3 courses and 5 year integrated. These are all great courses actually. In the sense, we have good number of students. We also have 2 year MTech programs and MCA 2 year MCA program. See, all
Yes.
these PG programs have a 10 months internship as part of their curriculum. So the entire second year, the final year, they will go and do internship in the companies. So there
Okay.
are a set of 100 plus companies that come and recruit from these branches, though they are eligible for regular placements where they sit along with the BTECs. For them, the placement process starts in March itself, March, April, and May. They do
Okay.
the when they are in the pre-final year.
Pre-final year of their MTech,
Yeah,
correct? 5 year course.
pre-final year of the MTech, the recruitment process happens between March and June, and they go
Okay.
and join the companies in July. There are top companies like Intel, VMware, you name the company. So they come and recruit in big numbers. In fact, Intel recruits more than 100 students every year from VIT alone. So from all the 4 campuses of VIT, these courses
MTech
are offered with
or all including BTech.
yeah, MTech alone, they recruit more than 100 students every year. So
Wonderful number, sir. Okay.
we hold the record for companies like Intel, where there are years actually where they have recruited even 200 students from VIT. So
Mm,
all PG students, all postgraduate students, and they go and do
mm,
the internship with a stipend starting from 25,000 to 1 lakh per month, and then
mm.
they get recruited. Their minimum salary starts at 7 lakhs and goes up to 35 lakhs also. So
Mm.
there is a lot of scope for these
It's my goal.
MTech programs actually.
Okay, good. Then one student is asking for scope for electrical and computer engineering. Is it okay, sir, to take
Yeah,
electrical and computer?
yeah, it is. It's a new course that we have started last year, and just to give an example of a similar course, like what we have is electronics and computer engineering in both Vellore and
Mm,
Chennai. The Chennai campus students have already graduated. Couple of batches have gone out.
correct.
The all the all the IT companies that have come and recruited CSE students, they have allowed EC and electronics and computer engineering. The same we
Okay.
expect for electrical and computer engineering. Anything with
Mm.
computer will sell with the industry. That's what we feel.
Okay, good, sir. So, what is the placement scenario of non-engineering programs? Because you have BCom, you have 5-year integrated MSc courses like data science, biotechnology. You have. Then, what under the placement scenario of that engineering programs, non-engineering programs, sir, like
Yes,
BSc, BCom, even law?
yes.
You have. This last year you have started the design, bachelor of design and all. So, please tell me, sir.
Yes, sir. So we have the non-engineering UG programs. We have BSc, BBA, BCom programs. See, most of the students that who come to VIT for these programs, actually, they have an aspiration of doing their masters at VIT. So they will join masters. And whoever sits for placements, we are able to get them placements in companies of their domain. So there are students from BSc Computer Science who have taken 20 lakhs offer in the last couple of years, who have done BSc Computer Science. Companies like company by name D Shah has hired about a couple of BSc students with a 25 lakhs package. But majority of the non-engineering UG students, they want to pursue their masters in VIT, so they join in VIT or elsewhere because their salary levels will be less when they stop with their undergrad non-engineering courses. They plan to do that. With regard to the life sciences courses, we have MSc biotechnology, both integrated and 2-year biotech. We have MSc physics, MSc chemistry. Some of them get into jobs because the pharma companies come and recruit them. Again, some of them get into research. So they either do the research work either in VIT or outside VIT or outside India as well. But these students are recruited by the pharma companies. We also have a very good business school. We offer MBA program there, which is one of the well-renowned business schools in India. And we get top recruiters coming and recruiting from the business school as well. We have it in all the 4 campuses of VIT.
Okay, okay. VIT Vellore has 3 years of BBA and VIT Chennai has one program 2+2, 2 years here and 2 years in foreign national. Then
Yes,
what is
US.
the difference between the 3-year MBA and 2+2 4-year MBA, sir? That
See,
means BBA.
yeah, 3-year MBA program. Actually, most of the students get into the Indian companies when they attend the recruitment process. This two
Okay,
plus two programs, what happens is actually after their second year, they go to US with one of our partner university. They go and study there. They don't come
okay,
here and ask for placements here. They get employed there only through the partner
okay.
universities.
Oh,
And
fine. So,
the next to 2 years of VBA, the curriculum is given by the partner university. It is not designed by VIT. So the first 2 years curriculum is designed by VIT in consultation with the partner universities, delivered by VIT faculty. The next 2 years is delivered by the partner university at their campuses.
okay, very good, sir. Good. So, what is your advice for the engineering aspirants who are yet to join engineering in this academic year 2024-25? Before that, I would like to ask you an important question. Now, this is the AI era. So, you have to learn only the technology. No need to learn the basic programming language like C, C++, DSA, and even aptitude. Is there anything like that, sir? No need to learn any basic languages and all. Only learn
No,
the technology straightly AI tools. Is there anything like that?
no, you'll have to be fundamentally strong. Unless otherwise you know your C, C++, you cannot build. Actually, so we talk about Chat GPT. So how do you use the Chat GPT? Unless otherwise you have the logical reasoning of asking the question. Actually, you may not be able to do that. To ask
Hmm.
a question, actually, you have to have fundamental knowledge about your subject, your language, the programming language, or any other things. See,
Okay.
AI and ML are all fancy words. Unless otherwise you are strong in your fundamentals, you see, you'll have to talk to the system. So how do you talk to the system? Whether it's AI and ML, unless it is otherwise you have fundamental concepts, you may not be able to even ask a question to the system. So for
Hmm.
that, actually the fundamentals will remain and it will remain stronger.
Okay. So companies are expecting that the students must be excellent in the fundamentals and they must
Yes,
do some projects, competitive coding and all. Without
yes,
learning the basic C, C++, data structures and algorithm, even good in aptitude, it is not at all a good era for the students. Am I correct, sir?
absolutely right, sir. Absolutely right.
Okay, good. So now you please tell me, what is your what is your advice for engineering aspirants who are yet to join engineering in this academic year? Because students' mindset is like up to 12th standard, we are in very high stress, sir. We want to enjoy our life for the next 4 years. And Always they will be having, we'll see tomorrow. You do this today. If we ask, no, tomorrow we'll do, mindset and enjoyment mindset. Whether they have to come to the engineering college with enjoyment mindset, or both enjoyment and studying mindset, or how you advise the +2 students are actually in this fine time.
Yeah, so you should definitely enjoy your college days because these college days will never come back. At the same time, actually, too much of enjoyment will spoil your career. So the only thing is, if you join VIT, so we have internal exams, then we have term and exams. So you learn for 1 month. Actually, after that, you go for an internal exam. The first internal will come. The after 15 days, the second internal will come. So all this will add to your final semester marks. So you'll have to definitely study when you start learning. So what happens is actually a student who comes from the school, once he joins the college, actually nobody cares. Nobody cares in the sense actually. So that kind of monitoring without what they had in the school will not be there in the college. So it is the faculty will come and facilitate they will not even teach. They are facilitating the your
Student
learnability thing in the school in the college. So it is
college.
up to you to learn things actually, and the first year is going to be very crucial because if you keep any backlogs, then it gets accumulated, and your CGPA comes down, and you start focusing on clearing your backlogs. So your CGPA will go down in the current papers. So
Mm.
definitely you should enjoy your college days. There's absolutely no second thoughts about it. But have a responsibility in your completing your studies as well, because your career in the final year depends on what is the hard work that you put in your first year and second year. So that's going to be more important. Yeah, they should definitely enjoy your life and enjoy responsibilities. What I would like to communicate.
Whatever you are saying, whatever you can enjoy like anything, but be in the learnability quotient must be more, should be high. Then
Sure,
only they can enjoy their success. Okay,
sure,
a good sir,
yes,
a good word from you. Generally, whatever may be the institution, some 10 percentage of students we cannot change. However, they will be in the lower side. What we can do for that type of students, whether we have to give, that means whether we have to give them the motivation, or we have to give them like strong words to them, what we have to do, sir. But however, in even VIT also you can find such students, because high salary placement students also we can see, little bit low salary placements also, regular offer also you can see, some around 5 to 6% of the students never hear whatever we say. That type of students, how they should manage, sir, actually.
yeah. I was lost actually. So what VIT does is actually, so we have counselors who help the students actually who are not doing well, and we
Okay.
also have a system called Proctor Procty system. So each faculty is given a set of students, 10 to 20 students. So the parents can contact. See, parents will have access to their attendance, marks, and other details of the student. So they what they do is actually the in case if they want to reach out to the proctor, so they reach out to the proctor, and in case if the student has got any issues, either academic or non-academic, they go to the proctor. So the proctor motivates the student, and it is the responsibility of the proctor to motivate. Apart from that, in case if they have some personal issues, actually we have counselors to counsel them, so who are psychologically trained counselors. So they go to that. Actually, we have a students welfare office who caters to all these needs of the students, through which
Okay.
actually the students are motivated.
Oh, okay, sir. Good. So, however, you are even not leaving the low profile students
I
also. Good.
think I lost your voice. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. I am able to hear you, sir. Now I am able to hear you, sir. No problem. I am able to hear you, sir, actually. Now I am not able to hear you. Oh, you please speak, sir. You can go out and come back. Yes. A small hindrance. So many students are asking questions like, sir, please ask about MSc multimedia. Sure, sure. We will ask mechatronics engineering. I'll ask. No problem. My dear students, please forward this video to all your fellow friends. Actually, right? So please forward this video to all your friends so that they can come in now. They can ask the questions now itself. Because yes, sir has joined now. So now we'll add him to the
No,
stage.
sir. Yeah, there was a
No
net connection.
problem. No issues at all. No issues at all, sir. No problem at all. Because it is online, no problem. Sir, yes. Sir, is it okay?
Yeah, yeah,
Are
I'm
you
fine.
able to hear me? Okay. Yes,
Yeah,
sir. What are all the skills to be developed by plus two students now, passed out students, to utilize these holidays, sir? Parents are asking, sir, simply these people are roaming, sir. Please ask him to say what are the skills to be learned at least in these 2 months of time, like that parents are asking, sir.
I think they are already under stress for last couple of years in 11th and 12th. Let them enjoy their holidays. So we are here to train them. Once they join, we'll take care of them. I think we should allow them to enjoy at least this 15 days to 1 month before they join any of the colleges. My personal view.
Okay, good, sir. As a personality in campus recruitment and as a personality of understanding the industry, what is your advice for the growing engineering colleges placement officers or growing engineering colleges? If they wanted to emerge as a great institute of placements, what a placement officer or what a management should start now? What they must do?
We were also a small college when I joined VIT. So in 98, there were about 150 students to be placed. And when I joined as a placement officer here, the
Okay.
only thing is actually, see, as a placement officer, you have to lose your, you should not have any egos because you will be talking to recruitment managers who are younger than you, but they are the ones who make the decisions. So, as a placement officer, when you want to represent the college, actually, you are talking on behalf of the institution as well as the students. So, your career, your one wrong move will spoil the career of a student. So that should be in your mind when you talk, and you should let go your egos when you approach any company. That is one thing, because you should not see the age of the recruiters. So they might have been just out of the college, and they'll be talking actually. So you'll be there in the field for more than 10, 15 years. Some of the questions that may ask that they may tell you or they may ask you may not be relevant actually, but you should be politely able to convince them to come there on campus. With regards to the management, I think there should be a full support given to the placement officer. That is the strength of VIT. We have a very good
It is
management.
not only placement is not only strength of VIT, sir. Any college, if it wants to grow in nearby future, they must have to concentrate on placements. Without placements, nothing. Actually, because however, all the colleges are working to settle the career path of the students. Career path in the sense maybe 90% of students opt for placements, 5% of students may be opting for the higher studies, 2% of students will go for entrepreneurship and all, sir. So 90% of a college success is relied with placements only. So that management should understand
Yeah,
how they must work on it, sir, because they do not know how to start with, how to practice their students, how to train their students. That and all, sir, actually.
the only thing is actually let them listen to our video. They will know actually what's the VIT strength. Actually, that's one thing. And for the managements, actually, they have to listen. Even again, it comes to the placement officer, maybe a young person actually, but he's on the field. He knows what the industry wants. And at VIT, they listen to us in the sense actually, even if you want to, they want to start a course, they ask us whether it is relevant. They ask us to get the feedback from the industry, and we do a viability survey before starting a course. So they listen to us. So that's the strength currently, and I think the management should do that, and they should give all the support. See, there is no point in putting pressure on a placement officer when the job market is down. So they have to understand the realities of the job market. So some year it will be very good. Some year, the last couple of years, it's not been so good. So you have to go. The efforts will be definitely put by the placement officer, but we also have to understand. You have to have empathy when we start with the placement officers.
Okay. One student is asking chemical engineering placements. Please tell me, sir, any placement is there for chemical engineering like that?
So we still have good placements for chemical engineering. As I told you, actually, since we have students from all parts of the country,
Even
we
you
also get.
represent ONGC, IOCL and all, they will consider chemical
Yeah, they,
engineering.
they, they, they
Central
consider
government.
they recruit chemical engineers. See, the advantage of studying in VIT is you have students from all parts of the country, and
Mm.
because of that, the companies from all parts of the country come and recruit from VIT. So there are a lot of chemical engineering companies that come from North India and recruit our students. We also have good companies in Chennai and other areas like Saipem and others. They come and recruit
Oh,
from VIT.
okay. Last question, sir, actually. What are your future plans as a CDC director of VIT Vellore?
Okay, so as I told you, we listen to the industry, whatever is requirement, what we see the industry trends. Based on that, actually, we change our strategy. We have regular meetings with our faculty, the deans and directors. We go and present to them, and they are all receptive in whatever the industry says. And VIT as a system is able to incorporate all these changes actually. So the latest one is actually we are trying to incorporate the AWS and Salesforce curriculum into the certification into our curriculum. So whatever is the industry requirement, we do that actually, and our ears are all open actually to the industry, and that is again an advantage with VIT is actually whatever we bring to the table of the deans and directors, they are able to get that done and get that executed actually. So that is also one of the other strengths actually that we have.
Okay. Good, sir. One student is asking, sir, I want to learn Japanese. What are all the companies recruiting our Indian students? Please name some 10 companies like that student is asking, sir. The last question.
So you take all the automotive companies, actually they are recruiting. If you are from, if you want to study core engineering, all the IT companies, they want Japanese students, actually, the students who know Japanese. Say, for example, Cognizant in the services sector, Cognizant wants a lot of students to, who know Japanese language. They are asking us actually to send us the list of students who know Japanese. All the product companies who are based out of Japan, you just go and check actually. So you just go and see the LinkedIn, you will see all requirements coming in. And if you are an IT student, absolutely the world is endless. Actually, the opportunities are endless. Actually.
Okay. Really, thank you very much for your wonderful time, sir. It's such a natural and excellent words from you that spoke the reality, and it came from the inner heart. I personally feel it is not like speaking for the interview. It is not like that speaking for the students and speaking for the nation and even speaking for the society. So I feel very grateful for being spent such a great time with you, sir. You are such a great gift for VIT, and not only for VIT. Those who are watching must understand how a placement should work and how a student must work to get into a great successful life, sir. Oh, thank you very much for your wonderful time, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you
once
so
again.
much. Yeah, thank you so much, Ashwin, for giving me this opportunity to connect with a lot of people. I think many of them had many queries with regard to VIT and other job opportunities elsewhere. So I would like to personally thank you for giving me this opportunity. I also would like to thank on behalf of VIT for this great experience. Thank you so much.
Great, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, sir. So, my dear students, you had a great interview today. I personally feel, as usual, we are going to come up with many more interviews from top-notch engineering colleges and top-notch universities in the days ahead. Please do share this video to all your friends. Today we did this interview in English. However, you students will understand what we spoke. But however, important points you must have noted from this interview. Only thing is, you people are asking about what is the mark required to join VIT, but it is very much important than that to know how to get placed in a great company. So this is an eye-opener interview for each and everyone who are listened to this interview. I feel, please forward this wonderful video to all your friends in WhatsApp groups, Telegram, and everywhere. This is the only thing you must do for your true friends, I personally feel, because their life will get settled once they listen to the great speech. One of the great speech and one of the great interviews we had today with Dr. Samuel Rajkumar of VIT Vellore. And he spoke about self-discipline. He spoke about competitive skill. He spoke the importance of learning the basic thing. He insisted on aptitude, logical reasoning ability, where we are already teaching under our banner, aptivings.com. Even for very minimal account, we are teaching because we know what a company expects from students. So that's why we are teaching aptitude and logical reasoning skill. If you want to join, you can find the link below in the description box as Aptivings, aptitude training, and even coding. He insisted about coding training also. I asked, no need of any C++ or nothing. He told that no, it is very much necessary. So C++ is very much necessary even to learn about OpenAI, ChatGPT. So learn from basics, C++, Java, Python, followed by the data structures and algorithm networks, everything. So my dear 12th passing out students and even my dear parents, now this is the time to enhance your skill. Let us start with aptitude and coding skills now that we are teaching for you people for your futuristic enhancement. You can find the link in the description box. You can join and enhance yourself. Please do forward this video to all your friends and relatives so that a student must understand, a student should understand, a student may understand how our life must be to get into the top notch, how our life must be, and even how to get into the top class companies also you will be coming to know. Thank you very much, one and all. Next upcoming videos, we are going to interview many top colleges and top universities. So stay tuned with our channel. If you are not yet subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe and wait for many experience to come. So thank you very much for one and all. அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம், நன்றி. மறுபடியும் இன்னொரு நல்ல நாளில் நல்ல ஒரு பர்சனாலிட்டியோட மறுபடியும் சந்திக்கிறேன். Until then, it's bye from Ashwin.